Alrighty. First on YouTube, first in general. Pre-rolls are enabled. What's that? Oh, I can just run an ad from there. Lol. That's pretty funny. I have a button to run an ad on Twitch. Get my yawns out. I always like yawn a bunch at the beginning of stream because it's like I just start talking. Like one thing I've noticed, well, it's not really true. I talk quite often, just like generally, but I mean, you know what I mean. Like most people, if you're not around people, you're not really talking. So when I go from just complete silence to now just talking like a lot, it can exhaust my voice. Not really, but I guess it like triggers a bunch of yawns right off the rip. So doing it again. That's my best guess as to how that works. How's it going, lads? I think Destroyman's the only one here currently. I see you've been in the... Yes, I've seen you've been posting on the Discord. I have Discord open right now. That orchestra painting actually goes really hard. I did FNAF's World's Hardest Speedrun while high. FNAF World is definitely type of shit play while high, I tell you that. Anyway. Yawning again. See? I told you, it comes out a lot right at the beginning. The fun thing is, tonight on Ruina, we are going to be starting what I refer to in the title as the beginning of the end with Imperatus. The first reception of there. I have no idea what we're getting into. It could be anyone's guess. Well, in fact, you Destroy Man, you probably know. But for me, it could be... I don't know. It could be anything, honestly. Oh, fuck, I'm yawning again. Just gotta get him out of the way at the beginning. If I had to give a solid guess... Because I don't know how long this is. I don't know how long the Imperatus, like, section is. Because I'm wondering... Maybe we would fight some people from the ensemble? I don't know if that's all going to be one fight, though. That's my question. The Blue Reverberations Ensemble group. Unless it's, like, a couple members from that. So, I guarantee you Philip will be one of the later ones we'd fight. Wonder who would be, like, the first one. If I had to guess, out of the ensemble, the first ones we're going to fight are going to be, the Puppeteer and, the Puppeteer and the nurse, whatever she is now. Yawn again. There we go. That's the send. I just gotta get him out of the way. So I'll launch the game now, I suppose. Let's see. One thing I'm gonna start doing, just to like refresh on my 3D modeling skills as well for the stream, is I'm going to make a custom 3D modeled starting screen. Like, you know how I have the one currently? I can quickly swap to it. Like this one. Just has like the image in the background that's slightly, you know, like darkened, desaturated, and then like the timer and the starting soon. One thing I'm going to try and do is make a fully 3D modeled like scene that is for the view. And that'll be the starting soon screen. And it'll technically, I say in quotations, it'll be a video. But it'll be more of like a live scene. Like, I'm sure you guys know, I'm sure you know what I mean when I say that. Like, if you've watched any other streamers as well, they have like their starting soon is like kind of like a semi-video, or there's like it's in real time. Like, one of the main things I want to do with it is I want to have, like, a cigar in, like, an ashtray to the forefront, and you'll see, like, the smoke coming off of it, and, like, the, like, red glowing of the fire at the tip of it. Like, stuff like that. Like, certain little animated things like that. And I might even have... Because I want to... Like, I'm still kind of putting together what it's going to look like. It's pretty much going to be Ludere Zeus's desk. You're going to, like I said, you're going to have the cigar on the ashtray. You're going to have some, like, poker chips, some playing cards. You're going to have the timer. In the background, you're going to see, like, a table with some liquor and a glass, some bookshelves, and there's going to be a fireplace with, like, fire that's going off. That's what I have in my mind right now. And that'll be the starting screen. Obviously, it's going to be a whole process where I have to 3D model thing. But it would make the whole starting soon screen much more alive. I would love to do it for this, too. Like, eventually have a full-on background where I fully make it instead of just a picture. But I'd have to, like, really look into that. When did I become a PNG tuber? Recently. I've been getting a lot of good use out of it, but I mentioned when I first used it, one of the big reasons I have this is because it is so much easier to run. My 3D model requires me to open up like 4 softwares just to make it work. And I got to get back to using my 3D model, but I've been having fun how easy this is to run. It is so convenient just using this. It really is. I literally just open up one software. That's it. Just one little software and the PNG tuber works. It is very convenient, especially compared to my 3D model. Because for the 3D model, I gotta have the camera on, I've gotta have my 3D tracking software on, then I gotta have VC Face, which applies the tracking to my model. And yeah. And the tracking has a software for my camera and the actual, like, software where it tracks the movement data to send to the other software, which is what I use to actually port into OBS. There's a lot of, like, layers to the 3D model. And having a PNG option is very nice for situations like this, especially for bonus streams where it's like, I want to stream. A stream like this takes literally 5 seconds to set up. It's so silly, yeah. It's quite fun. Anyways, I'll launch game now. And Labrador, I'll just say while you're here, I know I've been playing a lot of Ruina recently, and I will say I'm getting close to the end. Like, obviously there's still a good chunk left, but I'm getting close to the end. And as soon as I finish Ruina, I am going to be doing, like, a whole reorganization of the channel. Obviously, I'm going to start playing Limbus Company pretty much right after, which is the next game in the series. But it will not be like Ruina, where it'll be the only game I play. It won't be like that. At this point, I'm just, like, committed to Ruina, though, because I really want to finish it. And if I had to guess, I'm probably about 75% to 80% of the way through the game, based off my estimates. Limbus, you'll watch? Yeah, well, Limbus is absolutely something that's going to be happening, but from what I know, Limbus, it's very much a live service game, and is, like, still actively ongoing, so it's one of those things that is going to take a long time. I know Limbus, for a fact, is by far the longest of them, and that's just due to the nature of it being live service. Anyways, so where we left off, we finished Star of the City, and we're in the final area, Imperatus. It's been a long journey. Honestly, I don't really have anything else to do. One thing I think I'll have to do is, well, here, let me... Bina has all that. I kind of want to give Geb's floor back, like, all the stuff. You take Nikolai's page. You take Gloria's page, if you could. And then I want you to have EA's page. There we go. And I think this is the squad we're going to run with. Obviously, I don't know how many floors I'm going to have for this reception. Yes, go finish your essay. Thanks for stopping by, the Labrador. Boop. So, this is quite expensive. It's 2 acts. And we'll have to see what we're running with. Shall we? Let's get to it. Oh, it's the Hana Association. That makes sense. Is this quiet? No, it's normal. I might turn up the volume just a little bit. At least the music. Okay. I trust that you've read the report in advance. Hana Association will officially be in full charge of the matters regarding the library from now on. That's right, because they've rose to a level above a star. To think that the library would become a star of the city and become the Hana's target. Your predictions were right, Director Miriam. Harold, you won't survive here for long if you can't figure this much. Your thoughts must be complicated right now, Oliver. Who could have known that my old friend would be found in the library after going missing? You won't botch this job because of that, right? That's that, and this is this. Aren't you the guy that... Okay, so he's talking about Roland, obviously. But Oliver, aren't you the guy Roland had to help when his wife died? Isn't that who that is? If you have good memory, you'll recognize the name. Because the only other person I can think of in Roland's story is Astolfo. Astolfo's the other... He's the purple-haired guy. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, there we go. Picked up on that. It's what he used to say all the time. Good. We have one purpose. To thoroughly examine the relationship between the distortion phenomenon and the library. All conflicts are allowed in the process. The library is a star of the city that shines over us now. There are still many ambiguous points in their connection. Someone's got to observe the casualty, and that someone's us. The library continues to grow in strength, devouring pretty much anything and everything that enters. It's so fierce it could consume our city at this rate. That's why we should figure out how the library functions as well. To start off, let's recap the current circumstances. The southern branch of the Liu Association seems to be reeling from the shock of losing its most prominent fixers to the library. Its voice in the General Assembly will be small for a while. Then I suppose the southern branch of the Liu is being extremely passive at the moment, trying to avoid retaliation from the Thumb. Not exactly. The Thumb is suffering from the same problem. They lost their underboss, who was stationed in El Corp's nest, as well as the number of competent capos. So it's likely that they got knocked out of this strife too. Yeah, Liu pretty much had to back out of this district, and so did Thumb. The Index is probably mostly fine. I mean, we wiped out like a squad of proxies, but I'd imagine the Index has a lot of proxies. Which means the only sizable threat remaining in El Corp's nest is... Yes, it's them. When the library unveiled itself as the fog surrounding El Corp's nest cleared away, the blue reverberation, no, the reverberation ensemble set up camp around it, preventing anyone else from approaching. So the ensemble is pretty much just guarding the, like... Well, I'd imagine it's just around the nest, not around the whole district. Like... The nest is just a part of the whole district. And they're generating a concerning number of distortions from there. Who knows what they're up to at the base of theirs. The Blue Reverberation. Judging by his recent actions, he can no longer be considered a fixer. He's leading a dangerous syndicate, at least on the level of a star of the city. He's gone mad ever since he lost his sister. Not that I can't understand how he must have felt. The pianist left an inevitable twist mark on the city that day. No. No. Okay, I gotta voice what I'm thinking. Because the context of this can't really give you a peep into what I'm thinking about. This... Oh my god, that would make so much sense. Okay. This might be a crackpot theory. Okay, let me specify. I have rewatched most of the receptions in this game over at this point. So I am very... Like, it's why I can remember the name, like Oliver, for example, very quickly. I'm very, like, up to date, and I'm looking very closely at details. One thing I want to mention, we don't know Roland's wife's name. It's never been mentioned. But a character that has been mentioned is Argalia's sister. And she's been referred to as Angelica, similar to Angela in the library. I'm not crazy in saying that Roland's wife has always kind of looked like Argalia. I already think Roland's wife died to the pianist, which we know for sure Angelica did die to it. So if my theory is correct, that Roland's wife died to the pianist, I think Argalia's sister Angelica and Roland's wife are the same person. And if that is true, that is going to be very interesting. Again, that could be another crackpot theory. Again, Roland's wife might not have died from the pianist, but like I've mentioned before, they put so much emphasis on the pianist in the beginning that it just feels like, and like the destruction it caused. Like, I just feel like there's connections. I know how Project Moon writes their shit. And it feels like when I really look at the big picture, all of this just connects. It just connects so well. The only hole in that theory is the way Roland talks about Argalia. Because if this is true, then technically Argalia is his brother-in-law. I mean, that doesn't excuse Argalia from being a psychopath and Roland still seeing him that way. And it is also implied that a lot of Argalia's insanity really only hit the deep end after Angelica's death. And I also don't know how long ago the pianist incident happened. Like, that is something that... like, I don't know. I don't know how long the pianist incident happened. Therefore, when Angelica died, which is Argalia's sister and maybe Roland's wife, the time frame from that moment to now, to the beginning of the library, how long was that? Because I feel like that is really important when really trying to piece together these theories. Anyway. So how is the workforce going to be distributed, sorry. For starters, us at Section 3 will be focusing on the library. The objective is to retrieve as many books as possible from the library itself and secure distortions from the nest. And I'd like you to send an official request to Grade 1 offices for chasing down the blue reverberation. Sections 1 and 2 have other things to do, I assume. So Section 1 was dealing with the blue reverb, and Section 2 was after the 8 chefs, right? You've got it. Furthermore, I received news that Section 1 was annihilated. Section 1 was annihilated while pursuing the blue reverberation. They had dispatched the Vermilion Cross, a color, to join the operation too. Wow. Okay, the ensemble is Definitely showing their stripes. That can't be. All of them are gone? I can't fathom the strength the blue reverberation has. Section 2 sent a report saying that the 8 chefs have already disbanded. Really? 7 of the chefs were found cooked when they arrived at the site, to be exact. Oh, so I'd imagine... I can't remember her name. Greta or some shit like that? The 8 chef that is part of the ensemble probably killed the rest. Chefs were all mutilated badly. It's nigh impossible to recognize them. What about the last one? Well, the last one is one of the members of the ensemble. Gone missing. No, they're part of the ensemble. I think that would be well known. I'm telling you sorry now. I feel like Argalia's little posse, the Reverberation Ensemble, I feel like they're very well known. So, the fact that you guys don't know that the last 8 chef is one of the ensemble, you guys gotta get your game up, bruh. Did they betray their peers and cook them? That probably isn't the case. What happened does appear to be something the 8 chefs would do. Their favorite type of table service was full course meals, not a buffet. Based on this evidence, which suggests interference from the outside, the Association HQ is considering to make an official announcement that the star has fallen. So the 8 chefs were a star before they're done. But yeah, since 7 of them are dead and the last one is part of an entirely different group, it's safe to say that the 8 chefs is probably no longer an actual entity within the city. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's an important distinction, because I don't know how long the 8 chefs has been around. So I was curious if all of the 8 chefs were a distortion, but it would make sense that if they weren't and were actually just like a star of the city level syndicate, then Greta distorting would make sense as to why they don't recognize her. The prime question would be who was behind the dissolution of the 8 chefs. Could it be? Indeed, Section 2 speculates that the Reverberation Ensemble might be the culprit. Yeah, well, and the last remaining member is now part of that ensemble. The Blue Reverb might be plotting schemes beyond the association's assumptions. Multiple incidents of abnormal scale are happening across the southern quarter of the city. There have been worse events in the past, but the frequency and convolution of this situation is unprecedented. Every association is on a state of emergency, including ours. Well, imagine if the Hana Association is on a state of emergency, the rest would have to be as well, considering you guys are like the leader of all 13 associations. According to the 7 Association, the southern branches of the Trey Association and Sync Association also suffer losses of important members to distortions. Over there, the Blood Red Knight and Lair de Loup, also known as Tanya, must have been responsible for those, both of which have risen in threat level significantly, not to mention the puppeteer. Moreover, yesterday's promise is apparently capable of teleportation with such ease that it puts W Corp Singularity to shame. I feel like I want to talk about the ensemble and really think about who is like the toughest motherfuckers in it. I think the top 2 are Argali and Pluto. Argali and Pluto are absolutely top 2 of the ensemble. Pluto just gives off that like energy that this motherfucker is one of the most powerful sons of bitches in this entire city. That's just the energy Pluto gives off. None of those are powers that an individual should be allowed to possess. The distortion is defying what the city had stood for until now. It's changing the atmosphere of the city. Is the head doing nothing about it despite that? They've been eerily quiet, or rather, our higher-ups could be intentionally withholding information on the head's activity. You guys have direct contact with the head. That would make sense, considering from what, if I remember correctly what you guys have said, the Hana Association, the hand, like, collectively, and the wings are kind of, like, on that same hierarchical level, just below the head. So it would make sense, then, that if any association has direct contact with the head, it would be the Hana Association. Maybe lore-wise, yeah. Director Miriam, is it possible that we might take our hands off the library depending on the circumstances? No, we've been ordered to go to the library, in fact. In order to control the situation, we need unambiguous information about the powers of the library and its intentions. We have Section 4 to help us place a lockdown on Nest L. We can't let the distortions created by the reverberation ensemble leave the area. Did the powers that be determine that us Section 3 should be enough to take care of the library? If it doesn't work out, then that's the end of the line for us. It also means there's nothing more we can do about it. And if that happens, the library will mark its presence on the sky next to the other stars as one of the freest beings of the city. While the everyman is working overnight, restrained to the office desk. Anyway, get ready to move, everybody. Director, can we talk for a moment after the meeting is over? To become the freest being in the city, it's not quite sinking in. Looks like your goal is almost within reach. That's right, almost there. Makes it feel even less real. We've been through so many things, and now the Hana Association is coming here. You said the Hana Association is the largest among the Fixer associations, right? Yep, they're the big dogs of Fixers. Yep, like I said some time ago, the Hana Association is the institution that grants permits to offices and grades Fixers. They also grade threats. Yeah, just as Roland said, they also adjust the threat levels of incidents in real time and let everyone know. The Hana Association sometimes takes matters into its own hands to try to strike down stars of the city, just like now. You'll be seeing them often, since we'll keep sending people here as long as we're a star of the city in all likelihood. Strange. What is? Nothing. We have important guests to greet, so just make sure to be prepared. Greetings, dear guests. Did you know? The library is visible from anywhere in L Corp's Nest now. What do you mean? The mist that protects the library is almost gone. Which means it'll become possible to demolish the whole library from the outside soon. So you better start making backup plans. Here, let's shake hands. I'm Marianne, Director of Section 3 of the Hana Association Southern Branch. This is my first time shaking hands with a guest. You become a star of the city, which means you'll be seeing our association frequently from now on. Please don't fall too easily for us now. Go ahead and shake her hand, everyone. I'm Harold, a fixer from Section 3 of Hana Association Southern Branch. Oliver, a fixer from Section 3 of Hana South. I hope to be greeting you for a long time. Oliver, you can go back now, seeing as you've met the owner of the library face to face. The people at Section 2 are expecting you. Got it. What is the meaning of this? No need to be sensitive. I brought Oliver here so he could get a handshake from you. I'll see myself out then. Yeah, these guys do not fuck around. Like, obviously the Hana Association has been talked up, and from what we know, these guys are experts in dealing with the most dangerous of anomalies. This isn't their first rodeo. These guys are not stupid. They know what they're doing. You think we've come here for a carefree attitude? With a carefree attitude? No need to worry about us understanding you. We didn't come here without a countermeasure, you see. Since you're a star of the city, and we're fixers of Hana Association, we should treat you with due respect. Prepare yourself. A star of the city is going down tonight. Understood. May you find your book in this place. We have one floor. As expected, a Hana fixer. They have speed and 4 trigrams. Gain 4 special combat pages that benefit the user for the scene they are used. Only one of the 4 trigrams pages can be played per scene. And once a 4 trigrams page is used, it cannot be used until all 4 have been utilized. Okay. Wow. Yo. Damn, 920 Pierce. Confrontation. Over 3 stagger resist. Godspeed. Brace up. Charm. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Star 1 light. Harold is a woman, really? Alright, anyway. It's time we get to work. I'm seeing familiar uniforms. What a strange place I've ended up seeing. I'm seeing familiar uniforms. Anyways, I expect us to see each other often from now on, so nice to meet you. Just as the reports described, doesn't quite feel like a library, though. Okay, you're coming at me with that. Graze the grass. Solid order. Bulky impact. Bro, 9 to 20, that is fun. Ew, that's disgusting. Hit you with that. Iron wall. The only thing is, Onrush is... It's a smart play. Okay. Nice. Oof. Ooh, high rolls. Nice. Motion level 1. Obviously stack gab. Okay, lowest ones. Hit this with a spear. That with an iron wall. What was that? Oh, the other turtle. Appreciate the raid. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Ruina Gaming indeed. Appreciate the raid, man. What were you up to before hopping in here? Oh, 2 7s. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. You have a counter SLE. Oh my god, bro. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Somebody can pull that. I'm gonna need you. Hit that. Hit that. Skull V2 is very much on brand. Yeah, well, I'm just using my PNG tuber right now. I do have the full-on 3D model, but I don't currently have it turned on. Some goofy-out horror game. What's the name of it? I wouldn't be surprised if I've heard of it. What am I going to do, FNAF? Once I get back to some variety stuff. God, you guys roll really high, don't you? You guys roll really high. But you can pull this one. I might be able to roll higher. I'm just gonna teach you with an execute. Uses hasten targets blind. I'm kinda, that's fine. Let me see. So that's, yeah, we're gonna have this one and this one be one-sided. That one is like the big unfortunate one, but oh well. Nice. Oof. This one hidden. Nice. 10. Dishwashing simulator. Actually, no, I don't think I've seen that one. They're really not holding back. Yes, appreciate the raid, my man. Have a good night. Hopefully, that horror game was definitely some fun. Prey, that's exactly what I was looking for. Oh, yes. 2 infinites. That's fantastic. Oh, God, yeah, you took a hefty hit. Mimicry could be doing good for you, though. Like, those, like this attack. This attack is so brutal. Do you have anything, like... I mean, you could technically block it. Both of you guys are close to being staggered. I'll stagger you there. Well, you're literally getting targeted by 2 of these again. Oh. Maybe I can stagger. Takes 5 less damage from attacks. Oh. hit you with a defensive order. Just do dagger press, best you can do. That one's staggered, fantastic. Ugh. Nice. That's what I was hoping for, that you would do that attack first. Okay. Nice. Little knock form. Yeah, I expected that. If you have your mass attack right now, though, that would be fantastic. Yes! That's what I love to see. You... Stiletto. Frontal assault. Send it. Lol. Like it's all of you. Yoink! You're staggered. You're dead. Oof, you're dead. So, wins and clash last time in the power. Hell yeah, give that to Gab. And mimicry. You die from bleed. Not holding back. That's exactly how we do it. I'd really want you to do that, but I mean, just do that. That's about it. There we go. First wave dead. That'll recover all of our stagger resist. Thankfully for Geb, because she's low. But now we're going to have to deal with the named characters. Like Marianne and Harold. Alright, Marianne, you still got that one too. Hana for all. When gaining strength, endurance, protection, or stagger protection through combat pages, give the same status effect to a random other ally as well. You have that, and you have this. True Trigram Formation. Gains additional effects depending on the 4 trigrams page used during the scene. So this... So the more of like their extra little pages they use, the stronger this gets. It's also a pretty solid card anyway. You have 235, 135 stagger. So you guys are, yeah, definitely much tankier. But still not the most stagger in the world. They'll probably still stagger one of you guys quickly. And I think that'll be the smart thing to do. These guys aren't nearly as dangerous. You have all for Hana as well. You also have the, yeah, that's just that one. Okay. Is that your goat? Brace up. This is your goat. Let's go. Gab should have well, I'm not gonna say no problem. Obviously, we'll do this the usual way. Don't worry, man. We'll finish this job and make it out alive. Don't worry, man. We'll finish this job. Focus. We don't know what they're capable of yet. The distance is close. Let's observe the opponent's behavior first. Can you pull that with... I want you to pull that. And then you're gonna pull this, Geb. Ooh. Actually, is there any other very strong attack here? Yup. Actually, that's perfect. Manifest Ego. Spear, go after that. You are also going to get hit with Spear. Probably hit somebody with level slash as well, though. Okay, I'm going to do that. Pull this if you could. With Graze the Grass. Guidance of Gears that. Just gonna have to take that. It's all good. You, I'm gonna hit Battle Command on you. Now I have Energy Cycle and Papa Blockade to dump into you. Hit you with Execute. And unlock. Coming at me with that. Hit you at Will of the Prescript. Okay, send it. Mimicry. If we can beat the shit out of you very quickly, that'd be gorgeous. Okay, so that's a stagger. Yep, those are the two one-sided hits, but you got a nice heal out of Mimicry, so I'm happy with that. Graze the Grass. Nice, nice, nice. Oof, yep. Nice. Some one-side attacks in on you. Absorption on Geb. Dipsy is good. Oh yeah. The red mist has awakened. Oh, I'm about to fucking double these bastards down. I'm about to hit him with 2 mass attacks. Actually, no. I don't think that's necessary. Let's calm down. Do you have bulky impact? Will the prescript? Iron wall. That's what I was looking for. What are you coming at me with? This? He might get cooked. No, he'll probably be the ones that don't get cooked. Woo! Huh. Oof. Yep. You tank that, though. You tank that. Oof. Bulky impact. Yeah, I was expecting this. Yeah, I was expecting this. I was expecting that. Now you're staggered. Which means I'm sending this in. I'm gonna hit. No, because that's gonna kill first. But I might be able to hit you with Onrush. Then this. Okay, I'm gonna pull a smart move here. I'm just gonna do this, and then you are gonna hit him first. Oh, shit. Oh, but I can't pull that. I don't really want to waste... There we go. That should do better. Yeah, onrush is the play. Hit him with this mass tech first. Only one blocks it. Onrush. Boom, that staggers, which means you're gonna go again. Boom, that kills. That means you're gonna go in. Boom, that hits hard. Boom, that hits even harder. Dodge. Oh, never mind. Oh, owie. Whoop her ass. Now they're all staggered. That's not good for you, is it? That's not good. You try to fuck up the red mist. You get the mimicry, baby. Who wants mimicry juices? You hit that fat mimicry. Oh, yes, sir. Stiletto. Fleet of Edge. Go. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my lord. Book of Marianne. Oh my god, it's just not even fair. Significantly stronger than I thought. Current call for the reception of the Hana Association. They got fucking rolled. Rolled and smoked. I thought I'd see him in person, but my expectation was off. Is there someone you know among them? I was thinking I might have to face an old friend of mine. Good thing I didn't. By the way, it looks like the situation out there is worse than I imagined. Even the Hana Association is making a big deal. Could the city be breaking down? Nah, I don't think you have to worry about that. The city carries on somehow. As long as the head stands, the city's nature won't change. Yeah, I feel like this... I still feel like the head, at least from my current, like, perception, is, like, so unfathomably OP. Like, I feel like the head is just so ungodly powerful that even I can't fathom it yet. What does the head do exactly? Shrouded in layers of secrecy, so no one knows in detail. A Corp, the wing directly run by the head, does stuff like managing patents, minting, and authorizing wings on the surface. To control all important factors and make the city breathe, basically. So, A Corp is part of the head. Interesting. And they seek out anyone plotting to overthrow the city and uproot them. That makes the head one of the wings. At least, ostensibly. The head, the eye, and the claw directly manage and run A Corp, B Corp, and C Corp respectively. Wait, so is A Corp literally the head? Like, are the head and A Corp one and the same? The eye being B Corp and the claw being C Corp. Like, That's what I'm really trying to think. They are all the head together. So A Corp, B Corp, and C Corp collectively are the head. And if you have to split them up, you can say A Corp is the head, B Corp is the eye, and C Corp is the claw. Through arbiters and claws. Huh? How'd you know about that? The research facility the Red Mist used to be part of fell because of the head. To protect her colleagues, Callie killed the arbiter and the claws before succumbing to injuries herself. I've also killed a claw in LabCorp. We killed one. We killed one! I can only guess what she fought with all her strength. Only guess that she fought with all her strength to save those behind her and to the last breath. And I suppose that is something that could never be replicated. I could kind of picture how that would have looked. Well, going back to where I was, when the head determines something to be impurity of the city, they'll send arbiters, beholders, and claws to try and get rid of it. Was there research and impurity to the city? Something about that story doesn't sit well with me, though. I heard it from Hod and asked her the same question. An arbiter passed a visit to a small laboratory in the outskirts, not even inside the city. That's the part I don't get. As the other librarians likely have said to you, she's telling you the truth, though I don't know the reason either. Is the head staying quiet at the moment because they deem the current state of the city to be acceptable? I guess. It's not like we've had a visitor from the head. The head coming to the library. I'm curious how it will turn out. Sure. You want to draw as much attention as possible if you want to live long. Oh, we have new Abno fights. That was the tipping point for new Abno fights. Fun, fun, fun. And yes, the Hana Association has another level. What fights we got here? Oh, that's the realization. And that's the realization. Oh. Oh, I see. Well, okay. I just need clarification. I believe what Furt said. This is the last reception I can do before I have to do the realizations. I believe that is what Furt mentioned. This is the last one I can do before I have to finish the receptions before going any further. So I can do this one. Harold and Miriam. And then that'll be done. Oh, I didn't get either of their pages. Oh well. I mean, that's a good card. That's a really good card. There's a 5 cost, so like that's expensive. And it's a 5 cost for pretty much just 3 attacks. Anyway, I suppose we can give this a look. Harold and Miriam. It's just 1 act. Oliver. Purple tear. I have done as you instructed me. All that's left is to settle this my way. Greetings, dear. The purple tear was right. You are nearly distinguishable from a human now. At the same time, the power of the library which protects you has gotten weaker. What is the meaning of this? You should be more careful when your body's made of flesh rather than metal. But it seems you can't die from having your head chopped off yet. Suppose I can't. I was wondering what you were up to. There's still an abundance of options that don't involve killing. What? A workshop-crafted assassination device with T-Corp singularity applied to it. Bought just for you. You may have power, but you're certainly gullible. That's what happens when you accept handshakes from those who oppose you without having a hint of doubt. Yeah, there was something to that handshake. I was thinking maybe they could, like, extract her DNA from his hand. That's what I was thinking at the time. But, yeah. I guess it was something like this, some sort of assassination device. First, it paralyzes the target, and when I press... Oh, Roland steps in! And when you press that button, it activates for a single second. It's a single-use device with surefire effects. The device overloads the human brain, causing the mind to experience 1,000 years of time passing by. Which is more than enough to ruin the average person's brain, just like the warp trains, huh? To be fair, that probably wouldn't actually do anything to Angela. She suffered way worse. You have 4 nickels, Mano? Oliver. You went to the lengths of the world to join the Hana Association, and now you resort to this extravagant little gadget of doom. Did you blow your entire fortune on this thing or what? You spoke too much. It's been a while, Roland. I was waiting for you to show up. So you've been guarding this monster mimicking a human all along. Whoa now. She's no monster, you know. She's my responsible boss and a good friend. Angela, I'll deal with this fella on my own, so please back off for a bit. Thanks. You don't need my help? I have to take care of this matter on my own. This is between him and I, so you don't have to worry. Alright. You can call me anytime if you need assistance. Roland, this is what your big plan was all about. This is really worth it. What you're doing isn't any different from all the tragedies we've seen and gone through. You've been perpetuating it in the library with that machine. I won't expect you to understand me. Take these. The gloves of the Black Silence. Oh, is that a color fixer? The Black Silence. That goes hard. Who's that? And let's say we've evened the score now. Well, assuming you have their gloves, they're probably dead. Thanks as always. I miss the feelings of these. Wait. Roland, are you a color fixer? And was your name the Black Silence? If so, that goes fucking hard. That is one of the... That is up there with Red Mist for one of the hardest color fixer names. Honestly, it's not really that shocking to find out that Roland was a color fixer. It really isn't. Like, he absolutely has the demeanor of that. With this, I got all the help I could ask of you. I'm partly responsible for what happened to you, which led you here. You have no idea the mess I had to clean up after you went missing. Neither of us had parents or any real family, so you probably thought no one would be concerned about you. And you were wrong. I was actually pretty worried for you, unlike some others in Charles's office. A bunch of thoughts came to my mind when you left after making a lengthy ramble. Not long after that, I heard news that a person who appeared to be the Black Silence was on a crazed rampage across the city. He is the Black Silence! Bro, nah. Not only is Roland a color fixer, he has easily one of the hardest names of all the color fixers I've heard so far. Said he was slaughtering syndicates that were doing suspicious experiments left and right. His wave of destruction didn't discriminate. Even fingers and fixer offices were caught in its wake. I almost had to question myself for a moment when I heard that you crushed a good half of the middle and the south. It was as if you were venting out all of your frustrations and resentment on the city. And if that were the case, I thought you might keep going and demolish the city itself out of sheer anger and madness. Come on, you're blowing things out of proportion again. Anyway, would have thought the same thing if they had looked into your eyes behind the dark mask at the time. Thanks for worrying, man. I was concerned you might have died an unfortunate death somewhere out there. This was a long time ago, but you wouldn't have survived if I hadn't gotten to where you were after you contacted me back then. I appreciate you coming over to help me along that short call that day. Sorry about what happened next. Never mind it. I only rushed to save your ass because you said it might get a nest migration permit. I'm sorry for all the trouble. How are the others doing anyway? Like Orgio and Astolfo. Joining wings, exploring the ruins. They found their ways to make a living for themselves. The ruins is something that is brought up a lot, and it was even brought up even like a couple times in LabCorp. I am so curious what the fuck the ruins are. Because obviously we learn a lot about the city, but there's like these two like territories that we don't know the most about, and that is the outskirts and the ruins. We know a lot even more about the outskirts than we do the ruins, but I'm very interested to learn more about these areas. We just aren't how we used to be. We've grown too distant. Oh yeah, we know Jack even today about the ruins. Okay, so that'll be a mystery even for a long time. Hopefully, Limbus will teach me more about the outskirts anyway. We just aren't how we used to be. We've grown too distant. I see. Say, remember when two of us handled an urban nightmare case for the first time? What was that called? The Secret of the Demi-Glace Sauce, which occurred in the back streets of District 16. But, oh my god, grubby citizen, you're dead, son. Yeah, that. We were just about done with it, and then your arm almost got caught in a blender at the last moment. Though thanks to me, you saved yourself the need to get a new arm. That was one thrilling job. Let's set the record straight. None of that would have happened if you hadn't tried to take a sip of the sauce out of the ladle to see how great it tastes, how great its taste must be to cause an incident. Come on, man. Can you let me come out on top for once? Those were the days. Still, we didn't have to worry about too many things, and just stuck to the matters at hand. Yeah, but you know we can't go back to those times anymore, Roland. You swallowed your anger and sadness to work with that machine, so I don't doubt that you prepared yourself for a lot of things. I know. Both of us have gone too far down our roads. It was nice talking to you after a long while, though, Oliver. I'm only doing my job as a fixer of the Hana Association now. To retrieve the books of my colleagues, dispatch threats. That's that, and this is this. Isn't that right? Right, you are. That's that, and this is this. Let us begin. Roland will have the Black Silences page equipped for this battle. Oh, yes, so this is just a 1v1 against Oliver. The 12 fixers. Boost the minimum roll value of all dice by +2 at emotional level 3 or higher. Also boost the maximum roll of all dice by +1. That's really good. I mean, it's 6, but damn. All for Hana. Duel. Immune to mobilization. Emote gains bonus max HP and max stagger resist. So let's just... Yeah, because this is a 1v1. Speed. Orlando has a unique key page and combat pages that can replace swap. The Black Silence. Draw 2 additional pages at the start of the act. All dice on every third combat page gain +2 power. Zelkova Workshop. The combat page cannot be changed. On use, draw 1 page. Okay. That's a 0 cost. Damn, that is a very good 0 cost. Store 3 light, draw 1 page. Oh my god. Okay. Reduce power of all target's dice by 2. That's good. 3 damage to target. Wow. 3 light, draw 1 page. 8 Lear Logic. That's a range. That's a very good ranged. On hit, gain 1 strength next scene. On a gain 1 strength next scene. Crystal 8 Lear. 8 to 11 dodge, 7 to 11 slash twice, and then a 4 to 8 slash counter. Wheels Industry, unclash, win, destroy opponent's next die. Wow, these cards are good. With an exception. Yeah. The Black Silence, huh, Roland? It's nice to finally see what you really are. Past ties to finally let us hear, Roland. Yep, after all that's happened, the day has come. It's 9 to 20, 8 to 15. I can outroll that. Get some strength going. Ah, he rolled higher. Give us a nice boost to HP. Coming at me with that. Like, he has a lot of good ones that just restore a lot of light. Wheels of Industry. Hit you with that. I take one back. It's all good. Boom. Destroy your dice. Three strength, one enduring, and protected. You have ego? Oh, you do have ego. Whoa! Can be used after using all 9 common pages of the Black Silence. On hit, inflict 5 bleed, 3 bind, and 3 fragile. Next scene. 20 to 39 slash. Destroy all opponents' die if it's a successful hit as well. Damn, okay. Ah, you hit through that. Wow. Wow. Hit that last one. Oh, come on, man. Damn. Oh, I can't use it yet. Fuck. Ah. Okay. That's an Alt F4. That's an Alt F4. Oh, great heavens. Do we have any iced tea left? No, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. Well, actually, no, I can't. I got because otherwise copyrighted music. I can do that fight. That fight doesn't look like it's gonna be that bad. And then we'll attempt a realization. How about that? So let me go grab a drink real quick. Ooh, okay. Got my drink. Got my drink. Let's go. Oh, great heavens. Alright, asshole. Let's go round 2. So, I gotta use all of my combat pages to... Nice. Hits me with that. Hit you back with that. If we can use 2 different ones. Oh my god, bro. You already have this again. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. We've officially used 4. Five. What you with that? Damn, bro. Learning. Learning is a good card. Yeah, because if you come at me with something strong, I can hit you back with the same thing. Have I... Ow. Ow. Bro. Oh my god! What if I just go Fervent Beast? Come on! Nice. 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 So it's Fervent Beast was the play. Now I can finally use that. Holy shit! The animation for that attack? How long is this? Longest attack animation of all time. Holy shit, that was awesome. Curtain call for the reception of Oliver. So you were the Black Silence, and not just any grade 1 fixer. You managed to hide that from me for so long. That's, well, a case of missing the right moment to confess it, I guess. Though I do wonder, how are the fixers we've seen unable to recognize you? Well, because he always wore a mask. His identity wasn't really known. I completely concealed my identity behind this mask back when I worked as a fixer. A tiny bit of personal info being leaked can come back to bite you in the ankle. It's a lesson my gran taught me. If you have any more secrets you keep it from me, you best find them well hidden. I'm sick of being betrayed. I'll make anyone who tries to do so pay the price. Although, you saved me this time, so I'll forgive it. I might have suffered serious damage if I was forced to endure 1,000 years in my current state. Just doing my job, ma'am. And you just lost your friend. Are you feeling okay? That's that, and this is this. And now Roland is the Black Silence. That completely changed this floor. Yeah. Keter floor just got a massive boost in power. That was awesome. So, in terms of receptions. Oh, wow. Units deployed 46. Enemy axe 10. Floors available 10. The Reverberation Ensemble. Well, we're not doing that, obviously, but wow. That looks cool. So is this like final boss? It's how it feels. And we have access to everything. We have access to all of our floors for that fight. Wow. Either way, though, we have to do these realizations. And if I had to guess, once I do both these, we get the Keter realization finally. And that's we're probably gonna have to do all these before we take on the ensemble. Interesting, 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 interesting. So, I'm curious, which one of these would you say is easier? Just from your opinion, Destroy Man. Hakma or Bina? Which one will have an easier time? White Knight? I'm assuming that's going to be Hakma then. Because if I have to guess, Hakma's going to be White Knight and Bina's going to be a Pockbird. Easily? Okay, that means Bina's probably fucking bullshit. What else is new? Now, what do we want to throw on Blockma, huh? Oh god, Hakma's realization? That is the price of silence. Oh. Oh. That's disgusting, bruh. What do I want to give you? Probably gonna give you Nikolai's page. Just a certain few birds can peck harder. Oh, God. I have a feeling these realizations are going to be rough. I'll probably just give it one attempt, and that'll pretty much be all I do for the stream. We do have another stream tomorrow, which we could definitely dedicate fully to the realizations. Because that's pretty much all we have to do, but, man. Because I feel like I'm going to have to, like, really utilize these pages. Like, I feel like I should really use Xiao's page and really get full use out of her burn. And Bina's won't. Let me guess. Well, it's really hard to gauge what I really need until I get in there. You take... I'll just throw in my tried and true. I'll give you Hubert's page. I'll give you... Glorious page. Give you Night Owls. And give you Ye's page. Oh, also real quick, I might as well burn a couple of these Oliver books. See if I can get his key page. Thankfully, these should not be difficult to farm, because the Hana Association fights are not that intense. I didn't get his page, unfortunately. Okay, Hakma. Let's see what you got for me. What story are you hoping to hear from me this time? Hakma, is there anything you know around how the invitation works? Do you expect me to know it? Or are you merely wishing to confirm what you think is the answer? Bro, this is... You know what it just crossed in front of my mind? This is gonna be like the Hakma and Bina core suppression. Where it's like, yeah, all the other core suppressions before this, they're difficult, but compared to Hakma and Bina, they ain't shit. It's about to be like that, isn't it? Oh, honestly, this might be an unpopular opinion, but in my opinion, in LobCorp, Hakma has the hardest core suppression in the whole game. Hakma's core suppression is easily the hardest, in my opinion. Bina's is not that bad if you just use Brabbits. But we'll see how that goes here. It may not be all-knowing, but is the same true for you? I may not be. You two are always knowledgeable. The purpose of that facility that needed to be done. You knew everything.
모든 걸 알고 있었어.
그리고 넌 굳이 우리에게까지 발걸음을 옮기지 않겠다고 했지.
And you said to us that you would not come down to where we were.
다시는 마주치지
Followed by a
말자.
remark about how you hope we never have to face each other from now on.
지금에서야 이렇게 올라와 이야기하려 한다는 게 생소하고.
And one thing I gotta remember is his floor is just right under Angela's floor in Keter. So they're actually very close to each other. I find it rather alien and laughable that you're coming up here, only now trying to converse with us.
네가 내게 심경의
You
변화를
previously asked me if I had a change of heart,
그건 오히려 내가
but now I'd like to ask the same to you.
답해주지 않겠다면
If you won't answer me, I'll take my leave now.
매정하군.
How harsh. Do you wish to have a conversation or not?
굳이 내게 물어보러
Even though I am sure you did not have to bother in coming here, I will give you an answer as you wish.
질문에 대한 답은 하나야.
There can be only one answer.
어떻게 너는
How is it possible for you to construct an architecture as intricate as the library from nothingness?
네가 찾는 책이라는 게 과연 하나야?
Is there only one iteration of the perfect book you seek? Will it truly grant freedom?
책은 빛을 담는
A book is no more than a vessel of the light.
무슨 말이 하고 싶은 거야?
What's your point?
넌 스스로
You wish to move onward, but in truth, what you've been doing is simply collecting the light along a course set by someone else. You could make much progress despite having little to no knowledge of the outside world, other than bits of secondhand information.
그건
That was made possible by the guidance of one person.
초대장은
The invitation is the guiding hand of your original.
카르멘이 인도하고 있는 거다.
It is Carmen's auspices that you are under.
빛과 동안 카르멘이 너와
Assimilated with the light, Carmen is dictating for you where you and your library should head. The invitation is sent to whomever she appoints, guiding them into the purgatory in an inescapable course of events. Angela, you seem to hold utmost faith in the invitation, which is especially peculiar considering that its choices are brimming with Carmen's own interpretations and deductions.
넌 그걸 어렴풋이 알고 있어.
You must have noticed that. You must have noticed this at least vaguely. That is very interesting. So the invitations, their manifestation, their existence is literally Carmen, her light. Really puts into perspective that, and it's interesting that Angela is literally being led by Carmen. Very fitting conversation to have with you, Hakma.
내가 카르멘에게서
Are you trying to say that I can't escape from Carmen?
이제 알지 않나?
Haven't you realized by now?
넌 카르멘의
You're a copy of Carmen.
동시
You can never be the same being as her.
카르멘이 겪은 시간은
The time Carmen had seen and experienced was ingrained right into my head,
삶의 상태로만.
in the form of knowledge and nothing more.
난
I want to
카르멘에게서
escape from Carmen's ascendancy.
동시에
But then again, I'll be completely and absolutely alone if she leaves my side.
네가 카르멘을 떨쳐낸
May
후에
still have certain others willing to keep company with you, even after you have shaken off Carmen's grasp.
그래?
Is that so?
과연
Who do you think will be willing to stay with me?
그건 모르는 일이지.
That we do not know.
난 너희가 죽을 만큼 미워.
I despise you all so much. Just wanted to erase you all.
가능했다면.
I didn't even want to bring you back in the first place if possible.
하지만 그럴 수 없었어.
That was not an option for me because Carmen interfered.
너희를 죽이지
She told me not to kill you, to give you another chance.
엔젤라,
Angela,
정말 카르멘이
do you truly think Carmen is responsible for stopping you?
난 아니라고 생각한다.
I believe otherwise.
사서와 손님의 목숨을
It's by your own will that the lives of the librarians and guests are being retained.
다시 시작할 수
I wish I could start over.
더 좋은 방법은 없어.
Could there be a better way?
한 명이라도
Could I pursue a path
더 나은 길을
where at least
걸을
one or
수
more
없을까?
person would meet a better outcome?
난
Oh my god, bro, the Lob Corp music. So let me sit here for a second. The Lob Corp music is something that is always gonna like just make me feel it just hits me with so much happiness every time I hear it. Especially because it has been a little bit since we've played Lob Corp. So it hits even harder. It's like, oh, it feels so good. What should I do?
누군가
If someone's listening to me, tell me, please.
아이
Thank goodness the quarter gates worked just in time. Seed of Light scenario error. Please open this door. Don't leave me to die out here, please. Thanks, Angela. You helped me realize how meaningful my work could be. Seed of Light scenario error. You're right, Lady Angela. Maybe I'm just a defect who can't do anything right. Must thank you for giving us some reason to breathe in this place. Seed of Light scenario error. I suppose I must obey your orders and abide by the principles. You know a mod that would go so hard for LabCorp? It would be expensive, but a mod that literally just adds all the voice actors in the original LabCorp. And just pay them to do all the lines. That'd be a nice mod. I suppose I must obey your orders and abide by the principles. You're the only one who really gets me, Angela. Seed of Light scenario error. Why won't any of you understand me? Working with you makes me want to just try just a bit harder, I gotta say. Seed of Light scenario error. What's the point? I bet you just want everyone to die. Seed of Light scenario error. Scenario error. Seed of Light scenario reactivated. Error. Reactivated. Error. Reactivated. Error. Reactivated. Error. Reactivated.
언제나 혼자였다. 처음부터 끝까지.
I was always alone. From the beginning to the end.
누군가 곁에 있을
It was
거라고.
foolish of me to believe that anyone would stay around.
나는
You lot and
그리고
I,
너희는
we were just exploited and ditched.
그런 대본이었으니까.
Such was the script.
처음에는 몇 번을 시도해보았다.
I tried time and time again at first.
실패해도 다시
Even after
시작하고,
failure, I approached them again.
실패해도
Even when I
잘하지.
failed, I did not despair.
그래도 뭔가가
I was
변할
hopeful that
거라고.
something would change,
더 나은 상황이
that
될
the
수
situation
있을
could
거라고.
improve, that there might be a way.
하지만 애석하게도
Sadly, after
그
numerous
짓을 여러 번
repeats, my innocent
반복했지.
mind, already worn out
이미
and gone
순수한
cold.
마음은 애초에 그 무엇에
We couldn't build
관계도
any kind of relationship in
우리는
the
싸울
first
수 없던
place.
거게. 대신
Instead, I piled up a
까마득하게
towering
쌓아올린 책을 하염없이 읽었다.
edifice of books for me to read.
무작위로 조합한
Random
글자,
assortments of letters, incoherent,
의미분명, 엉망진창인 책들.
unintelligible messes of
이
volumes.
속에서
I scrounged through them
어떻게든
trying to find
의미를
any
찾으려
meaning.
했다. 읽고
Ceaselessly, I read and read and read without a moment of respite.
분명
I
책에는
thought at
적혀있을
least
줄
one
알았다.
of them would give me the answer.
내가 가야 할 길.
The path I should take, the way to be free.
하지만
But
가능성,
possibilities were only
가능성을
possibilities.
보면 누군가 내
Please,
곁에
if anyone's by my side,
가야 할 길을 알려줘.
tell me where I should go.
난
I
다시 시작해보고
want to
싶어.
begin anew,
나와
to
같이
start
버림받은
again,
것들과
along
함께.
with the things that were abandoned just like me.
혼자가 되고 싶지
I
않아.
don't want to be alone.
제발.
Please.
내가 원한 건
Was it really
정말
vengeance that I wished for?
복수였을까? 난 그저
I only wanted to be rewarded for everything I went through.
혼자 살아남기 위해 모든 걸 무로 되돌린 건
Can I be forgiven for
용서받을 수
rendering
있을까?
everything null, just so I can survive alone?
정말 그 끝에
Will there be anyone left by my side at the end of it?
내 선택의
The
무게.
weight of my choice.
이젠 모르겠어.
I don't know anymore.
모두
I just want to forget it all.
고민.
I pondered and pondered. The conclusion was always the same.
처음 마음먹은 대로 갈
I'll have to
수밖에
push
없는
through the
거야.
resolution I made at first,
카르멘이
as
알려주고
Carmen taught me.
책에 적혀
She
있다고
whispered to me
내게 속삭였지.
that the answer is written in the book,
내가 모르는 걸
that it will teach me
알려줄
everything I
거라고.
want to know,
나만을 위한
all
단 하나의
contained in the
책에
one
모두
perfect
적혀
book,
있을 거라고.
stitched and bound just for me.
믿을 수밖에 없는
I have no choice but to believe in it.
내 곁에 남아
The
있어줘.
words of the only one who will remain by my side.
난 무서워.
Is that White Knight? I'm afraid.
내 과거를 모두
If I
겸허하게
embrace all of my
받아들이고
past and lift it off my chest,
난 무엇일지.
what will be left of me?
그동안 나는
Up
과거가
until
없이
now, my
존재할 수 없었어.
entire existence was based off my past sufferings. Bruh, it's she's literally taking the form of White Knight right now. Oh god, this is so fucking cool. Oh, this is so cool.
오랜
The
영원한
long cherished yearning for
학습의
revenge was
난
what led me
이것까지
here.
걸었지. 하지만
But if I were to accept everything I went through as history,
난
then what would I be?
무엇일까? 아무것도.
Maybe I'll end up being
아무리
reduced to nothing.
내가 알고 싶은 것도
The things I want to know,
모두
and the reason I want to keep living, it's all about vengeance.
살아갈 의미를
I'm scared I might lose the meaning to my life.
그래서 난
That's why I'm too afraid to
과거를
accept the
받아들이기가
past.
과거를 향해서는
You must accept the death of the past
미래를
and
향해서
reinvigorate
다시
yourself
생기를
as
얻어
you
살아가야
head
한다.
toward the future, so that you can live on.
그 과정에서
No
어떤
matter what
갈등과
conflicts,
고통, 후회가
agonies, and regrets you may face in the
미래로
process,
성장하며 거듭나야
you have to grow
한다.
onward while facing the future and be born again.
이를 모르고 과거에 얽매여
I have
있다가
been chained to the past for too
이렇게
long,
깨달았지.
until this knowledge came to me.
너 역시 지금은
You may find
혼란스러울
yourself
것이다.
confused at the moment,
곧 깨닫게 될
but you will
거다.
understand soon enough. Well, whatever the belief is probably be in vain. Faith is bound to be challenged by irony. Maybe there's something you believe in, even if it's not anything grand. Faith, huh? Don't really believe in stuff, come to think of it. We're gonna have to deal with that horrible thing soon, aren't we? Wow, and we're gonna have to deal with the apostles. Undying. HP does not fall below 1. Okay, so same thing, they don't die. Do you have different resistances? No, you're all very weak to slash. Oh. Prophet, you're fighting with us. I will follow thee. Just make sure all their shit's the same. Yeah. Offensive dice gain +2 power against librarians affected by revelation. Afflicted with the revelation status effect. Scythe Apostle prioritizes targeting the librarian with the lowest HP. So they're all Scythe Apostles. Okay. Also, this is Angela's theme as well. Nice. It's been a while since we've heard this theme. Teach us. Good block. I shall preserve thee. Bro, I'm actually fighting White Knight. Ugh. This is so hype. Like, this is a fight against White Knight, bro. It's so peak. Ugh. Oh, it's because you have the lowest HP. Oh, hold on. Let me read your passives. Untargetable HP and stagger resist do not fall below 1. Prevents burn, bleed, or erosion. Place your trust in me. At the start of the scene, use the combat page Baptism for the number of dead apostles. From the end of the world, proceeds to the next phase after 12 apostles have been defeated. Okay. Okay, these attacks don't seem too insane. You're just gonna have to clash with the... with 3. Yeah, we can't pull that. Okay. Block. Yeah, that's one side is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Steel Knuckles. Pop a blockade. Alright, send it. Nice, you get one thing through. 10 damage. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. slash. Okay, these two bottom guys. Yeah, they're gonna keep focusing you. That's the scary thing. Okay. Deep drag. Hit him with an execute. Send it. Oof. Nice. Nice stagger. So we should be able to get one of them down. Okay, he's down. Oh, they do get killed. Do a bunch of smoke. Okay. Whoa. What are you doing? Oh, you have baptism. Okay, I see. So you're giving us that, like, healing. Send it. Thank you. Oh, bulky impact. Eat this shit. Oh, stiletto, never mind. Ow. Nice. Oh my god. You just chill out, honestly. Rest. Got all of you. Gotta roll better than that. That should be all of them staggered. Deep drag. It's all of them dead. Command, help and consume them. Third, fourth, apostles, some blah 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 blah. Okay. The next 4. So we have 2 spear ones now. I will follow the offensive dice game plus power against the librarians with revelation. Mary's taking a good hit. Like, I really want to pull stuff away from Mary continuously here. Destroy all target dice. 6 to 9. Ooh. Oh, wait. These guys don't target. With status elements. Okay, so the scythes are the only ones that target lowest HP. I see. Status elements, that's not bad. I have no bleed. Oh, you're handing out some baptisms? Fair enough. I want to get rid of the scythe guys first. You gotta block this one. Six to 10. Oh my god. Actually, Pull that one. So the only one you have to deal with is that. Send it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oof. Nice. Full block that. Oh, are they fatal to the type of damage they deal? Definitely seems to be the case. Every 3 scenes afterward. I do like penance. But I'll probably just do a nostalgic sound. Okay. Hit you with a feint. And you with a will of the prescript. Yeah, they're very weak to that. Pull that. And then I'll hit you with these. You. Hit you with that. Yeah, should be good. Dodge. Pierce. Pierce, and that staggers you. Fantastic. Slash. Hit. Slash. That staggers you. Block. Pierce. Slash. Staggers you. Pierce. Pierce. You're dead. Slash. You're dead. Pierce. You're dead. Staggered. And you're dead. Kill them all this scene. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the last set, I'd say. Bum 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 bum. So you are staff and you're weak to blunt. So you have 2 spears and 2 blunt, which is honestly good because we have a lot of piercing attacks. What do you guys mainly target? Offensive dice gain +2 power against librarians. Oh, you guys don't have any particular targets. You're random, so you guys will still target status ailments though. We massively have them beat in dice economy though. And you're gonna give us a bunch of baptism. Yeah, I want you to give it to him. What kind of attacks you guys doing? Deal 2 stagger damage. Pierce. Heh. Okay, you pull that. This, actually no, you gotta. Then with the 5. Hit you with a deep drag. I think that's good enough for now. Send it. Hit all of ya. Come in here. Yummy. Yummers. Holy shit, that almost staggered both the staff guys. Oh my god, you're already dead. Oh my god. You're already, both the staff guys are already dead. Okay. Oh my. Dead. Dead. Well. I won't have you attack. Let me, unlock, multi-slash, unlock. Anything to draw? No. Should be it then. Dead. And you're dead. Holy shit. Paradise lost. Well, damn. I didn't want to face it ever again. No one who seeks salvation here is normal. And it's a hassle to deal with the blind ones. There's got to be a way to refute religion, though. And it will be such a harsh thing to do. Okay, Paradise Lost. Also, White Knight is in the background. That's pretty cool. So he's here. So we have a Spear Apostle and a Staff Apostle. So I'd imagine they work exactly the same as they always have. 666, very nice. And 666 Stagger. What do you have for me? The time has come. Use this combat page, Rise and Serve Me, on the first scene. Starting with the third scene, use the combat page, I am thy savior, every 3 scenes. Rise my servants. Rise and Serve Me summons 2 Guardian Apostles on the second scene. Okay. So you just keep summoning shit. So there's nothing that stops me from attacking you. You're endured, but still, nothing stops you from... Use a combat page that resurrects the Apostle. Okay, makes sense. It is probably best just to focus on them, though. Because the Apostles are really not that hard to deflect. So it's probably best to just... On page number, I cannot redirect this page. Rise and Serve Me. What? Excuse me? The fuck are you on about? Okay, well, she's just gonna straight up kill 2 of us, and there's nothing I can do about it. Because it's on use. I suppose the most I can do is just get as much value out of him as I possibly fucking can. Just burn all my light. Don't damage India. Same thing with you. Might as well. And then you are just doing counter dice. Need to block these guys. Hit you with an iron wall. You hit you with an iron wall. Unlock. Bulky impact. Energy cycle. Exhale smoke. Actually, no, that's probably not the smartest thing to do right now. Because I already have a lot of smoke. I need to do this. An assault order. Yeah, I might as well get as much value out of them as I can before they fucking die, apparently. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. Go. Nice. Fully deflected. Fucking dump as much damage into you as possible. Come on now. Okay. Well, we did about half your health bar. So, oh, you have a fuck ton of... Guardian Apostle. I will follow the offensive dice gain. Give fire protection, stagger protection to Paradise Lost. If this character is suspended and does resistance to change to fatal, next scene. The character will not give her protection or stagger protection until it recovers from its suspended state. Shall preserve thee. Prioritizes targeting librarians that attacked Paradise Lost in the previous scene. Well, that was all of us, so. The Reborn has the same resistance as the key page of a certain librarian. Hakma, isn't it? Okay, it's interesting that you have that, which means technically couldn't we use the same strategies before? All right, White Knight. So I need to kill these guys. Revelation. All the Librarians will die with him. Okay, yeah, true salvation, so Hakma can't die. Yeah, it would make it very risky. Okay. And they're both scythes. Okay, at least you're not doing anything, you're just sitting there. You'll probably do something, like, if I'd imagine if this is going to be like how you fight in LobCorp, every few scenes you're going to do a pulse. Which is going to be a mass attack. Okay, stuff like this, we're just going to ignore. Like a 3 to 7, we're just going to ignore those. That, though, we can't. Shit, I need some draw. Fuck. We need to really play it smart how we want to do this. Shit. Oh my lord, this is not good. This is not good. You're out of cards, fuck. Ow, wow, wow. You're staggered. Okay. Now we do increase stagger damage. Hello, Furret, hello. Oh, wow, they're not doing much. Oh, they are not doing much. They burned all their fucking light. The morons. Oh, you fucking dickhead, okay? Fuck. It's a mass individual. It's on use. Nobody's dead currently, so you don't get the use out of that. Okay. Counter. No, it's not gonna pull that anyway. First of all, you're getting hit with this. You're gonna block it. Fantastic. That hits everything. That'll probably stagger too. Golden opportunity that. Oh, come on, bro. It's a guaranteed 7. I might just take that second hit. Like, that's gonna hit hard. You're gonna take that, that's fine. Send it. Pull all of you in. Seven blocks. Blocked both. Fantastic. Yeah, you take both those. It's all good. Stagger deflect. Staggered. Staggered. Okay. All of them are staggered. Oh. Okay. Now, I want to dump So, is it a thing where if I kill the apostles, like, if it's like this, suspended, they have to be suspended, these two. And then you become fatal to everything. You guys are weak to slash. Actually, you're fatal to everything now. Do Will of the Prescript. Do Execute. Do Faint. Actually, yeah. No. Hit him with this. Go. Oh, fuck, they both lived. Well... Well... Fuck. Actually, hold on. We can absolutely just kill them right here now. Multi-slash. Seven. Guidance of gears. Yeah, I really should have killed them this turn. Oh, okay. I'm tempted to say just play it safe. Just ensure that kill. On use. On use. Go. Nice. Fantastic. They're all down. And we get increased... We also get increased stagger damage for this turn. And you're fatal. You're fatal to everything. Battle command. Okay. Bulky impact. Graze the grass. Pop up blockade. That. Defense order. Send it. Blocked. 2-second roll. Fully blocked again. Get fucked. Alright, kick the shit out of him. Get fucked. Staggered. What did we do wrong? Where did we... Hawkma, sir. Is there another way we can do this? We gotta keep faith with unwavering resolve. We have to keep faith with unwavering resolve. Victory? Why art thou in fear? All librarians are staggered on the first scene. Uses a comment page. Do not deny me. I am with thee. Summons 2 guardian apostles on the second scene. Apply question to the patron librarian. Question mark. Remove all comment pages from the patron librarian and give him special comment pages. I will follow thee. Offensive dice gain +2 power against librarian. Okay. Okay, same shit. I shall preserve thee. Prioritizes targeting. Do not deny me. One sin! Wait, how do I survive this? Keep my faith? What does that even mean? I am with thee. Some secret... Guys, I'm honest God, I'm too terrified to do anything. Because I'm currently going between one sin is going to do something, but I wonder if I have to just not do an attack for it to work. Oh. What? Behold my power. One sin. Without that person who is going to watch me, no one, I suppose. One sin keep me alive? Oh, I have 100! Penance. Mass attack, 666 blunt damage. Penance. Repent for your sins, you motherfuckers. Repent! Hakma! Floor of religion completely realized. That was an awesome fucking fight. Holy shit. Don't get me wrong, I love those like scripted things at the end there. But oh my god, they're always so scary because it's like, bro, I have to do this a super specific way or I fucking die. That's why it's always so scary during those scripted moments. Holy shit. Definitely an awesome fight against White Knight. Wow. Incredible. Did it first try, too. Thank fuck I didn't have to refight Price of Silence. Holy shit. Honestly, I'm very happy that these realizations are different. And I'd imagine Bina is just a fight against Apocalypse Bird then. Whew. I resent you, Benjamin. I understand, yet I do not. It is unlikely for one's thoughts and interests to perfectly coincide with another's. That may be the reason my mentor, I, and the rest of us ultimately failed. I was the one who ruined your plan. Why are you being so, compliant with me now? This would easily be the hardest realization if it had all the waves. Yeah. If you had to do... It's like, wow, you had this epic finale of, fighting White Knight. Alright, now time to fight Burrowing Heaven. I'd be like, for fuck's sake. Could it be that our faiths and translations did overlap for once? The Sephiroth may be helping you despite regaining their memories, perhaps because of that.
동정이라도
What? Are you lot taking pity on me? One could call it that. To elaborate on this matter in your own words, I believe each of us is understanding you for different reasons. It helped that we could feel a glimpse of your pain when we were in the light. Also, I love that one sin came in. That's so awesome. One sin and hundreds of good deeds. You saved my ass again. Don't make me laugh.
기지도 않아.
So it's just pity wrapped in fancy words. Angela, I am of the belief that sympathy and love are no different from each other. At the end of the day, sympathy motivates one to understand the circumstances of others and reach out to them to make their lives better. How can I not acknowledge it as a form of love? You could call love pity, and you could call pity love at the same time. And besides, don't you have sympathy yourself, Angela? You saw it at the end of your endeavor to give freedom to all of us who are chained in this cycle.
너희가 죽을 만큼
As much as I still envy and hate you to death, we do share a history of being subject to manipulation. Think of it as a small side benefit I happen to be able to grant. The Bina realization is widely considered the most difficult after Keter. So Keter is unanimously the most difficult. Like, objectively the most difficult Keter is. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. I find the Geb one a bit worse. Funny thing is, that would match with a lot of people thinking Bina is the hardest core suppression in LobCorp. Keter is unanimously the most difficult part of the game. Okay, well that's gonna be fucking fun then, isn't it? But yeah, as I was saying, a lot of people consider Bina to be the hardest core suppression. I don't. I consider Hakama to be the hardest in LobCorp. Out of all the core suppressions, I do think Hakama's the hardest. Bina is so easy if you just use the rabbits and you do it properly. Like, if you know what you're doing, Hakama is the hardest. That's just my opinion. In LobCorp. Okay, well, hopefully the same thing is true for this game. Probably not, though. You still are awfully dishonest.
어쨌든
Anyway, thank you. Floor of Religion completely realized. Level 4 to level 6. That doesn't make much sense, but okay. You now have access to new abnormality pages. I get Confession. To be willing to bear pain is half the atonement. All allies. Fully recover stagger resist and purge all status elements. Also applies to staggered librarians. Ooh! For the duration of the reception, take 2 less stagger damage from attacks. That is very good. Wow! That could completely change the course of a fight. Baptism. That's also, like, all of these are very, very low level. You can get these as early as 1 and 2 emotion level. Wow. Baptism. I shall heal you, curing you of all disease and injury you possess. And there is, his, flavor text from LobCorp. Single ally. Add a baptism page to hand. Cost 2 on play. Return to hand. Target recovers 6 HP and gains 1 endurance this scene, once per scene. The page is also included in the deck at the start of subsequent acts. That is really good. That just gives you a healing page you can use. And it returns it to your hand whenever you use it, so you can use it every turn if you want. I mean, you probably shouldn't, considering it still costs 2, but very good. Advent. I am death and life, darkness and light. Single ally. For the duration of the reception, restore 1 additional light at the start of the scene. The select librarian also has the abnormality page Baptism, this one. Its effect is enhanced. Target recovers 12 HP and gains 2 endurance this scene. Whoa! Wow, yeah, so these go together. The extra light absolutely makes up for the cost of this. You could be constantly healing. Wow, yeah, Advent and Baptism together can go fucking nuts. Sentinel. Okay, these ones are 3 costs. Or level 3. Thou art his son, thou art the king. Single ally. As long as there are other allies whom can be targeted. As long as there are other allies that can be targeted. The select librarian will not be targeted for attacks. Interesting. If this character is alive at the end of the reception, resolve an additional book for every guest defeated. That's an interesting one. That's really good for farming. Divine power. Be not frightened. I am thy savior, and I shall be with thee. Single ally. While this character is alive, all other allies gain 2 protection each scene. Wow! This character has used White Knight's ego page. Allies also absorb instances of 3 or less damage. Wow! That is really good. Obviously, we're going to see what White Knight's ego page does, but damn. Apostles. Have not I chosen you 12? Now rise, my servants. Rise and serve me. Single ally. While this character is alive, all other librarians deal plus 2 to 7 damage with attacks. If the character has used baptism 12 or more times the reception, allies also gain plus 1 power. Oh my fucking god! All of these cards are so good! Sincere baptism. Yeah, Jesus. Wow. These ego pages alone just immediately made Hakma's floor surge in power. Wow. Now let's see what your ego is looking like. Heaven. On hit, seal a speed die of target next scene. Very solid. Very solid. That's a 3-cost range that does 14 to 25, and it has that effect. Very good ego. Dead Silence. 3-cost melee. On use, gain a speed die for the next scene. On Clash Win, destroy opponents next time. Oh my god, that is also really good. Sound of a Star. 6-cost mass attack. Mass summation that is 25 to 35. On hit, if user stagger resistance above 50%, deal 10 damage and stagger damage. That is... wow, that is really good too. Penance. Mass Individual. On use, all allies recover 15 HP and stagger resist, and it's an 8 to 16 Mass Individual. That's solid too. Oh no. Oh, it's a synchronization. 6-cost synchronization that does 616 block. On you, synchronize it with White Knight for the next 3 scenes. All other allies transform into apostles. While the synchronization is active, the apostles cannot be controlled or defeated. If any apostle HP falls to 1, they cannot act until the synchronization is disengaged. The apostles transform back into librarians once they... Wow! Wow, wow, wow. That has the potential to be fucking busted. What the fuck? Bro! Hakma's floor just went from being like a 6 in strength to a fucking 11. Holy shit. That was amazing. Hakma being one of the best ego pages in the game, I'm really starting to see that. Paradise Lost is a big downside. I'd imagine it does, because otherwise it would seem too strong. The apostles are AR controlled. Honestly, that's fine. I read that downside. I don't... For the insane upside it gives you, I don't... It doesn't really feel like that's that much of a downside. It really doesn't. Especially because they can't die. But wow. I did not expect to do that first try. Obviously, we have the Hana Association done, and for it, we have, checked in. I've done these, and I am not moving on to the Reverberation Ensemble. I have to do all the realizations, I'd imagine, before I can even touch this. So, next time, next stream, and then the person you gave White Knight dies. Do they, well, like, everybody, well, I'd have to pretty much be able to see it myself. I'd imagine I will see it myself. I'll see how I feel about it. So, yeah. Hana Association is done, and next up, and we've done Hana Association, and we've done Hakma's floor realization. I did not expect to do that much in this stream, but there we go. Tomorrow, when we come back, the focus is Bina realization, and we're gonna see just how difficult Apocalypse Bird is. That'll be tomorrow, though. Whew, I'm sweating. It's hot in my room right now. I gotta open up the door. Woo! I had the heater going. Like, my back is wet. It is caked in sweat. Because I have a leather chair, right? So, like, it doesn't absorb, like, sweat or anything. My chair doesn't absorb fucking anything. So our back just gets wet. Silly birdies, yeah, I'm sure the silly birdies are gonna whoop my fucking ass. But that's for next time. Thanks for stopping by, lads. That was a fun one. It was a fun one to fight the Hana Association. We've been here about them the whole time. Finally figuring out that Roland was a color, which is not really that shocking, but he has one of the most hardcore color names of all time, the Black Silence. And his ego page has the longest fucking attack animation of gaming, so I'll be looking forward to seeing that again. Have a good night, lads. I'll see you tomorrow for Apocalypse Bird. Have a good night, guys. Say bye-bye in chat, lads. Fuck. I know the intro was short. Jesus. There we go. That's what I was